Hello and welcome to Violin with Catherine. Today I'm going to teach you how to hold the violin, including an exercise to help develop the left hand shape, with the added bonus of a student model. So let's get into it. Before picking up the violin, I like to teach students the placement of the arms. And before teaching this, I always ask them to show me where they think they will put their arms. All right, so we've got our lovely demonstration student here, who is actually essentially a beginner, not actually a violin student. So I would like you to please put your arms up how you think you would hold the violin. Good, okay, so we've got a left-handed person here, so we're actually just gonna, the violin's actually gonna be on this side and the bow's on this side. Do you want to try it again? Very good, and she's got ballet hands. She does do ballet, okay. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna teach you my giant baby exercise. The exercise for this is our giant baby exercise. It used to just be a baby until I realized how huge a baby it must be. Okay. So, standing feet shoulder width apart, nice and balanced on the feet, arms by the side, palms facing outwards. We're going to gently bring our arms up to the front with a slight bend in our elbows until the hands are shoulder height. So if the arms go too much to the side, the baby will fall to the ground. If the arms are too close together, that's a bit of an awkward position to hold a baby. So this is where we're holding our giant baby. The other error that can happen is students sometimes bring their arms up here, and that's when we get dinosaur arms. Or they bring them up too straight, where we have tabletop arms. So one last time, hands by the side, gently bringing the hands up, slight bend in the wrists. So from here, to get our bow arm, with our right arm, we're going to keep our elbow in the same position and pronate our forearm so that our palm is now facing downwards. And then with a soft wrist, this is my perfect violin and bow arm position. All right, so just have a go at lifting your arms up to hold your giant baby. Nice, good. So we just can probably get a little bit more bend in the wrists there, and that was really, really well done. Okay, so the next part, this is our violin hand over here. And our right hand is our bow arm. So like I said before, so we're going to plop, turn that over, and just I'm going to keep her wrist nice and relaxed, and make sure your violin doesn't fall down, okay? And we're going to go do 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 do. Okay? And there is our perfect violin hold and bow arm. Thank you very much. Now we're going to add a violin into this equation. So we don't want the student to chomp down on the violin. Sometimes students, when the violin comes towards them, they'll kind of try and chomp it like that, and I call that Cookie Monster. So we don't want a Cookie Monster chomp our violins. So if So think about an airport and an airplane. Does the airport go to the airplane, or does the airplane come to the airport? What's the answer?
The airplane goes to the airport.
That's right, the airplane. So the airplane is our violin, and you are the airport, okay? So pop that on the shoulder there, and we bring this hand up here. Just leave that one for the moment. Okay, so the hand is going to be down here. All right, but often when we begin, we actually just hold the violin, like that. This violin is admittedly too small for this particular model student, but that's okay. All right, so then we pop up our bow arm, okay, and I'll get you to turn around. So there we can do our bowing arm this way. If you're liking this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leaving a comment. Let's get back to it. Now for more detail about our violin arm, the left hand. So we want to keep the wrist nice and straight with the arm here. So we want to avoid pancakes and captain hooks. We also want the fingers to roll towards the left hand side, When we have the fingerboard here, the fingers need to go onto the fingerboard like this. So when we curl that around, they need to curl around to the left. The thumb will gently touch this squidgy bit of the thumb here, will gently touch the side of the fingerboard, and the other side of the fingerboard will gently touch the side of the first finger here. We want to make a U shape, or some of my students say that's a J. In any case, we want to avoid a straight thumb like this. So here is my rounded U shape or J, and I'm going to pop that so that the thumb is gently on the side of the fingerboard here. And if you can see, the first finger touches the side on the other side of the fingerboard. We want to keep a space under here. So I get my students to make a little pet to live in their hands. And we want to keep the little window open so we can put a pen through there, or keep the window open for the little pet to breathe. We also want to avoid squishing the little pet. We want to keep the letterbox open for that lucky little pet who receives mail. I'll now teach you an exercise that I call monkey swings. So violin up on the shoulder, right hand we're going to do a crocodile snap on the lower part of the body, left hand in position ready to play. Bringing the left elbow across the body or to the right side, and the thumb and first finger in position in that lovely shape that we learned just before. We're going to bring the pinky all the way across to the G string, and we're going to swing our elbow out to the left hand side, and at the same time strum the strings. Some students do find this quite difficult to get a good sound at first. It does take a bit of strength from the pinky, and that's why this exercise is actually very, very good. It really strengthens this line down from the pinky and gets us into a really good violin hand shape. I recommend, if you do have some trouble with getting that strum, just strum in any position holding the violin, just to get the feeling of the fingers going across the strings like that. We're going to demonstrate some monkey swings now. So what our student is going to do is just actually get your feet a little bit more balanced there, darling. Okay, good. And she's already brought this hand up, so we want to do a little crocodile snap on the lower part of the body of the violin. And we're going to bring the right hand, just keep that shoulder relaxed, that's it. This is just to make sure we don't accidentally throw the violin away when we swing. Now we're going to use our fourth finger, which is our pinky on the violin. And we're going to start from the G string, so we're going to bring our elbow all the way under the violin like this, get my hands out the way, and I'm going to get our student to swing her elbow all the way out this way, and she's already got a lovely setup here. So she's got this squidgy bit of the thumb and the side of the first finger just touching nicely on the neck of the violin here. And she's got a lovely straight wrist through here. Just make sure that head doesn't tilt. So we just want to keep that pretty straight. So just, are you comfortable there, darling? Good. Okay, so elbow underneath the violin, and she's going to swing the elbow out this way and strum the strings. Not the swings. We're going to do a monkey swing and strum the strings. Geez, that's a bit of a tongue twister. Off you go, darling. Whoa, very good. See, that's why we hold on with our crocodile snap here. Make sure the monkey doesn't fall out the tree, so the little thumb is going to just stay gently. Just keep those nice and soft gently on the side here. Keep that letterbox open there, and off you go again. Good job. That was fantastic. Okay, good. Again, just open this up. Off you go. Nice. Okay. Now, a couple of other things that can happen is we can end up with rocket ship violins going up into space, okay, like that, which we don't want. And sometimes we end up with pouring a cup of tea at the end of the violin scroll here. So we always want to keep this up nice and tall and just gently on the shoulder. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments down below, and pass it on to anyone you think will find it helpful. We're going to demonstrate.
Demonstrate.